here in Chicago Stadium. We're set with the introductions. Here's Ray Clay.
And now for tonight's lineups. First for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At forward from North Carolina, 6'9", J.R. Reed. A 6'7" forward from Richmond, Johnny Newman. From Duke, at center, 6'11", Mike Jaminski. At guard from Illinois, 6'5", Kendall Gill. At guard from Virginia Tech, 6'5", Del Curry. The Charlotte Hornets are coached by Gene Littles. He's assisted by Tom Nasalki and Mike Pratt. The trainer is Terry Koffler. And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls. And forward from Clemson, 6'10", Horace Grant. A 6'7" forward from Central Arkansas, Scotty Pippen. The man in the middle, from San Francisco, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. A 6'2" guard from Notre Dame, John Paxson. From North Carolina, at guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan.
So the surging Bulls, after their 18th straight on the home court, and of course every time they win a home game these days, it's a new club record. They are trying to push the overall mark to 39-14, and they've got a chance to pick up a half game on the idle Detroit Pistons. The Bulls coming in tonight, Phil Jackson's club, 2.5 games up on Detroit, 6 up on Milwaukee, and they've got an 8-game winning streak. For those of you who may be wondering, the Bulls' all-time best winning streak overall is 12, and that was set in 1973. Charlotte Hornets have dropped 16 of the last 17 on the road. They did win in San Antonio, though, on January 18th. So, hey, they beat the Spurs on the road. Last night at home, they beat the Pistons. This is a capable Charlotte team, although tonight they are without Rex Chapman. We understand he turned an ankle in last night's Detroit game, so Chapman not in uniform tonight.
Chapman averaging 15 points a game against the Bulls. He's developed into a fine player, Jimmy.
Well, Reds, we are ready for our nightly dust run. And you know what? We're just going to have to hunker down and take it tonight because we don't have any protection here.
He'll forget. Look at, he's
he
forgetting.
Has not forgotten.
He's going right by.
He has both hands loaded.
There's just a little.
Oh, man.
Oh, show me. Oh.
The wind.
Oh, Lord.
The wind in Chicago is out of the west.
Get my glasses. I mean, what's gotten into him?
The more they win, the more he comes over here.
Yeah.
I mean, I predict he brings a wheelbarrow by next time.
Oh, man.
It's Jaminski against Cartwright. And Joe Borgia to throw it in the air. And it's underway. Pippen controlling a throw ahead to Grant for an easy one.
Good for Horace. Good for Horace getting something easy. Always does the work on the boards.
Kendall Gill at the point for Charlotte. They had started Muggsy Bogues most of the year. They made the change recently. Here's Reed against Grant. 2-2 tie. J.R. Reed scoring out of that power forward spot. Paxson looking for Pippen, and he comes outside to Jordan instead. Horace Grant wide on the floor. Now Jordan from the outside. 4-2.
He had it together last night, didn't he?
28 minutes and 34 points. The Bulls winning last night by 47. their second widest margin of victory in team history. Jaminski and Horace Grant the rebound. Packs a long throw ahead to Cartwright. Right back to Jordan, a 3-try. Book it.
He's 2 in a row from there. I'll throw a little trivia at you. Last night, each one of the Bulls guards got a 3-point field goal. I think it's the first time that's happened, Jim.
Kendall Gill missing the 15-footer, but Jaminski on the tip. Paxson starts it with Pippen in the corner. Scotty around a Cartwright screen. Man.
You got some range. You got some believability.
Pippen a steal from Johnny Newman. Almost over and back. Paxson closing. The long rebound to Kendall Gill, and now the Hornets back in transition. Johnny Newman in on Cartwright. He didn't have anything with it going up. Paxson delivers it to Pippen. Scotty blowing in on Jaminski. See you later.
Just about this time, the visiting coach wants it. Yeah, there he goes.
He wants a 20. Gene Littles takes a 20. The stadium roars to life as the Bulls jump to a 7-point lead.
They have done this, Jim, in just about every game on this run, this 17-game run that they've had, where the coaches had to take a timeout or a 20 early. So 11-4 run.
And they've done it in a little over 2 minutes. A little bit earlier, Bill Cartwright saving a pass on the baseline, found Michael Jordan open for 3, and Michael knew what to do with it. Full court press by the Bulls. J.R. Reed triggers to Kendall Gill. Gill under pressure in the backcourt, has lost a dribble. Not a good decision, but he gets it ahead of Jaminski, and Cartwright is steal. Jordan driving at front court, had Grant up the floor. And now Michael across the lane. Good feed to Pippen for the open jumper. Scotty's got 6. The Bulls lead is 9.
They may have to come quick with Bogues if they can't get the ball up. He's about the only guy that can get it up for him.
Good point. And then the Bulls look to take advantage of him at the defensive end. Inside Reed. Jordan reached in. Offensive foul on J.R. Reed.
Michael has to know that this game is not only going everywhere on GN, but it's going back home on TV and the Charlotte TV.
That's right. Wonder what the ratings will be in Carolina tonight for this game.
Yeah. Big time.
Shot clock at 14. Cartwright holding against Jaminski. Quick move by Bill. Tipped in by Pippen. Just what you talked about, John. Now, last night, Scotty hits the dressing room at halftime. He's got, what, 4 points?
Yeah.
He's got 8 right now.
Yep. And everything came to him in motion.
Yep. Kendall Gill almost lost it. Paxson tipped it away from him. 14 to shoot. The Hornets to throw in.
It's a tough matchup for Pax. The size and the speed of Kendall Gill.
And Gill immediately goes down to the post off the ball. Now he breaks high and receives the pass from Newman. Del Curry turns it in. Oh boy, that could have been goaltending on the Bulls. It's out of bounds to the Bulls. Somebody had their hand on it while it was on the rim. Paxson up delivery to Pippen for the jam. 10 first quarter points for Pippen. The Bulls in front 17-4.
5 for 5. Oh. I didn't think if Pax saw him quick enough.
I didn't either. Now let's see. They've got Gill spotted up, and Curry takes the outside shot. Grant the rebound up court to Jordan. Michael a flip to Pippen. Isn't it pretty?
And a foul. Oh, pretty stuff. Oh. Viewers are getting a chance to see what you and I have seen every night, Jim. Horace with the rebound. He pops it down to Michael. Behind the back, he sees a guy coming. Here it is, Scotty. Double clutch pump. Foul on Curry.
What a start by the Bulls with 8:15 left in the opening quarter. They've blown out to a 15-point lead. We've got a timeout.
My dad was in the Union, worked his fingers to the bone to give us all a better life, a place to call our own. Never asked for recognition, but thank drinks are overdue. Buy that man a Miller beer. The feds come shining through. Buy that man a Miller.
Yo, Morris Blackman, here with the Aladdin's lamp.
I am the genie on the lamp. I'm granting you just one wish.
What should I wish for? Do you know?
$1 million?
Nah, tax problem.
A new car?
Can't drive. I got it.
A wop babaloo mop bam boom!
Look, Mom, I can fly. I like that, Genie.
I am the greatest.
There's a car moving into the pits. Let's go down to Dan Hawk. Dan?
Toyota Celica GT, Jim. Now, what's the reason for the pit stop, Chief?
We're adding air conditioning, cruise control, AM, FM, stereo, cassette, power windows, power door locks. Guys, don't forget the floor mat.
Rear spoiler, too?
Yep, you got it. The works.
All these options at a savings of up to $800. What do you think?
I always wanted a Celica. I heard about the offer. Am I on TV? All this when you buy a new Celica GT?
That's right, Jim. Back to you.
On Wednesday, March 20th, the Atlanta Hawks are here. The first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls corduroy hat, compliments of the Chicago Tribune. Michael Jordan with a three-point field goal already and $250 to charitables from True Value. Scottie Pippen in and out going for a three-point play. Scottie with 12. Here's Gill racing down the floor, and quickly the Hornets strike in transition. 19-6.
Muggsy is in now.
Yep. Cartwright against Jaminski. To the hoop. Muggsy Bogues corrals the loose ball. Kendall Gill again to the basket.
Big. He got a great introduction, Jimmy, here in the stadium, and that was a big power slam. He was in the slam dunk contest, and Muggsy moves it up, like we said, and found Gill.
Horace Grant against J.R. Reed. Cartwright outside against Jaminski. Scottie Pippen guarded by Newman. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Grant on the turnaround. Foul called on J.R. Reed, his second.
Charlotte, personal foul. Number 13, Kendall Gill.
Whoa, it's Kevin Gill getting hit with a foul. That's his first.
Kendall Gill sneaking a hand in there as he whipped on by. So Horace gets to the line for 2.
Horace shooting 65% on the season. Well, we have a moment. Get well wishes to Ralph Mengelt, John Mengelt's father. Actually, he's got surgery scheduled. They had surgery on Monday. He's in St. Vincent's Hospital in Indianapolis watching.
You think they called him Mr. Crash?
Horace Grant getting ready with that second free throw. He's a little short with it. Jaminski clears to Gill. Up court, Johnny Newman. Quick shot. Johnny Newman brings the Hornets to within 10. Well, I'll tell you one thing about the Hornets. There's nothing uptight about their game. They were down 19-4. Horace Grant hits the 15-footer. Gene Little's called time, and John, they come back out. They're playing free and easy and going to the hoop and taking the outside shot and the quick shot.
They've got some nice adjustments on this team. This is a key guy, Johnny Newman. If they can get in front of Johnny, keep him from driving.
Jaminski against Cartwright. Horace Grant picks it off. Wants to throw deep. Takes the short route instead to Jordan. Michael lost the handle against Gill. Pippen with 10 on the shot clock. Paxson unloads. Book it. It's a 14-point lead for the Bulls and 6:15 left to go. First quarter here in the stadium. Kendall Gill throws over to Reed. Pippen, good recovery.
Boy, you talked about defense before the game started, Jimmy, and what the Bulls are doing very well. That time Scottie came from the blind side, tried to help Horace out underneath, tipped it out of bounds.
With 13 to shoot, the Hornets to come in.
They don't even knock the ball away most of the time. They come up with a steal.
Yeah. And they've already used their 20. This has to be a full timeout.
Yeah.
Charlotte takes a full timeout with 6:08 left as Rex Chapman is unable to go tonight for the Hornets. And the Bulls are going fine, thank you. They lead it by 14. We'll be back to the stadium after these messages.
He got me into trouble more times than I could count. But what are friends for? Sometimes it was a joker, you played me for a fool. But what are friends for? Well, I remember once I stole my girl, but that's okay, I stole his too. By that man in the middle of dinner, the best comes shining through. By that man in the middle, you can do it with true value.
Time for a plumber? You bet. Time for a Master Plumber faucet from True Value. They're all easy to install, made to last, and backed by a 10-year limited warranty. So update and renovate your kitchen and bathroom with a new Master Plumber faucet. See the wide selection exclusively at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
I just wanted to ask you about the delivery. Make sure it got there in time.
Hey, no problem, no problem. I mean, everything arrived on time.
Great.
Hey, thanks for checking.
You're welcome.
Oh, and by the way, I think it's time for a new order.
Great. I'll get right on it. Also, I want to mention I met this guy at the trade show, and I gave him your number.
Hey, terrific. Call more often.
Okay.
Using the phone to follow up builds relationships, and relationships build business. Just call.
On Saturday, March 23rd, the Indiana Pacers are here. The first 10,000 fans receive a Bulls 25th anniversary neon hat. Compliments of True Value Hardware. Charlotte to come and play, 13 to shoot. It's Reed against Jordan. Kendall Gill over Horace Grant. 6 points for Gill. The Bulls lead is 12. Paxson runs the show for the Bulls. Here's Jordan in on Gill on the turnaround. Couldn't get it to drop. Jaminski clears it to Bogues. Muggsy Bogues over Paxson. Charlotte Hornets have found a shooting eye. The Bulls lead is 10. 5:37 left to go in the quarter. The Bulls in their half-court set. Jordan looking in, finds Cartwright. Paxson spots up from LaGrange.
I'm glad you didn't say from Normal. That's where Jeanette Hallam is watching.
She never misses a game. Reed swings it to Bogues. Now Kendall Gill. Rebound Grant. Horace to Pippen. Jordan flying on ahead. Pippen comes down into the lane. Shoots under pressure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a piece of everything, didn't it?
Scotty with 14. He did bite a little iron on that one.
Yeah, that's the closest thing he came to missing. He's still 7 for 7.
4:42 left to go in the quarter. Bogues looks in over Paxson. Jaminski to Newman. Newman shoots it over Jordan. Blocked by Michael. Cleared by Grant. Scottie Pippen pushing hard on the drive. Finds Jordan. Michael on the move against Newman. Launches the three. He missed that one. Jaminski off to Gill. Bogues inside pass. Pippen another steal. Scottie Pippen driving it hard.
Oh, what a show. From Hamburg, Arkansas. They got to be hearing that slam all the way down there, Jim.
Oh, man. Scotty with 16 points here in the first quarter.
This is what the end of it looked like. Hello.
The Bulls lead is 16, the largest. Gill one-on-one with Jordan. Oh, Pippen almost had another pickoff. He gets a hand on that one and then releases.
Watch out.
He's got Bogues to beat. Bogues grabs him from behind. Scotty shoots two.
Two shots. The defense, the interior defense is so good. Cartwright stealing the ball. Scotty stealing it, Horace. And Horace on a breakout. You mentioned he just missed a steal, but he didn't. He got the steal. He hit it in the back. Cartwright with a two-hand pass down, and Bogues comes and tries to wrap him up and keep him from scoring, which he does. So he gets two shots. Scotty's having fun.
He really is. He's having fun playing this game, not just tonight, but this game of basketball. He is having fun, isn't he? Now he needs to hit those free throws.
You would not hear me say, maybe Bobby Girlsboro would say it, but we've been watching Scotty grow the last 3 years.
I know what.
What's
You're
that?
going to be hearing me groan if you say that. Scottie Pippen getting ready. The second free throw. He finally hits one, and now let's get a Channel 9 news update on the war in the Persian Gulf. Here's Robert Jordan.
We interrupt the Bulls game to bring you this special report. I'm Robert Jordan, the WGN newsroom. CNN is reporting at this hour that the ground war has begun and that President Bush is on his way back to the White House, where he'll address the nation at 9 o'clock Chicago time. We will interrupt our program to bring you that broadcast. To bring you up to date, the president authorized a ground war shortly after noon today, after it became apparent that Saddam Hussein had ignored a deadline to pull out of Kuwait. To repeat, CNN is reporting that the ground war with Iraq has begun, and we should be hearing from the president within the hour, and he will share more of that information with us, and we will bring you that broadcast when it begins. We now rejoin the Bulls game.
While we were away, Eric Lechner with a tip dunk on a follow, and he took out his teammate Kelly Tripucka. Wow.
Kelly said, I just got in here.
And at the other end, Lechner picked up a foul, and Scottie Pippen back on the line for the Bulls. Scottie's got the free throw. Guess what, Johnny Reds? Scottie Pippen is on a 72-point pace. If you project this out. And the Bulls lead is 16.
Wait a minute. We've been projecting that for 23, but now
Right.
we're moving to 33?
Scottie knocks them both in. He's got 19 points in this first quarter. So he could do better than that. Bulls lead is 17. Oh, Gill threw it back against the press. And Bogue slips it across on the dribble. Pippen another steal.
Oh, man.
Is Scottie playing this game by himself? Oh, no. He's got some teammates. It just looks like he's playing alone tonight. Off the drive, a foul. It's against Horace Grant. First foul of the game whistled against the Bulls. Cliff Levingston is in. Listen to the hand for Pippen. Will Perdue also checked in. 2:55 left in the quarter, and the Bulls in front, 33-16.
Scotty has only missed 2 shots, and they're both from the free throw line. He's 8 for 8 and 3 for 5. 6 turnovers.
Actually, the Bulls just picked up one on that offensive foul. Here's Gaddison. Oh, Jordan almost a steal. Del Curry swinging to Bogues. 5 on the shot clock. Bogues to the hoop. How he do that? Horace Grant up court to Armstrong on the run. BJ flying into Jordan, and Michael couldn't finish. Lechner the rebound.
Randolph Keys sneaked in on us here.
Yep. On ahead they come to Curry. Curry goes cross court to Keys. He fakes past Livingston, drops it for Lechner, and Lechner gets the easy one. Eric Lechner with 4. The Bulls lead is 15. Armstrong's pass to Grant, and a reach-in foul on Kenny Gaddison. First foul on Gaddison. Stacey King ready to come on. The Hornets are over the limit, and Horace Grant shoots 2, so King doesn't get in the game.
Horace Grant to the line, he shoots 2.
2 minutes left in the opening quarter. The Bulls exploding out of the gate tonight. Last night they took out Sacramento by 47 points. Tonight they pick up where they left off. Air Jordan has taxied out onto the active runway.
It was 28-26 at the first quarter last night. He's there. Nobody checking him off.
Whoops. Lechner was in the lane too soon.
Score it.
All right, score it. Horace with 7. 35-18. Bulls the lead. Charlotte the ball. 1:55 remaining. in the first quarter. Muggsy Bogues against Armstrong. Gaddison against Horace Grant. Oh, Michael better find somebody. He didn't.
Illegal.
But the illegal defense is whistled against Livingston. While we have a moment, let's pause for station identification.
This is WGN Television, Channel 9 in Chicago.
Jim Durham and Johnny Kerr back in Chicago Stadium. A big first quarter for the Bulls. They lead it by 17, 1:37 left in the quarter. Curry left open. Will Perdue had it scored away from him, now tracks it down. Armstrong pressured by Bogues. Stacey King drops it into Perdue. Couldn't get it to go over Lechner. Lost the ball in a crowd. Bogues out with it. Muggsy Bogues all the way to the hoop. B.J. Armstrong hustles it back for the Bulls. About 1 minute left in the quarter. Into Jordan. Michael spins in, gets clobbered by Randolph Keys. 2 shots for Jordan.
Well, a little water bug. Ty Bogues pushed that ball up, got a basket, and then they had to hustle on back as they found Michael underneath, and as he went hard for the hoop, everybody came over, but Keys put the foul on him, so MJ to shoot a couple free throws here.
You know what? Michael got credit at the All-Star weekend when he brought Muggsy Bogues out in front of the crowd. He said, did anyone lose a small child? But what the people don't know is he really used that line when we were there, remember, to play the Hornets.
That's right.
The day of the shoot-around. 6 points for him so far tonight. Michael's got 7. The Bulls lead is 16 and a minute left. Bogues guarded by Armstrong. It's Gaddison against King in the post. And Gaddison couldn't get the turnaround to go. Ball on the floor. And 2 small guys down to chase for it. And it's Bogues who digs it out. 3 to shoot. Muggsy Bogues unloads against the shot clock. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul against Charlotte.
The big
loose
guy,
ball
Lechner?
foul on Lechner. That's
Boy,
his
he's
second.
done a little everything. He's got 2 hoops. He's knocked one of his players down. He got a couple of fouls. My man is proud of him.
So Will Perdue shoots 2.
Bulls working on a 40-point first quarter here.
Yep. 38 on the board right now after the free throw by Perdue. And Gene Littles, who formerly coached, assisted here in Chicago, running the show now in Charlotte. Perdue puts the Bulls up 39-20. Del Curry pressured by Jordan, almost lost it. Shot clock at 14.
Bulls don't have a foul yet.
Yeah, they got 1. Gaddison
Got
missing.
1.
It's not a team foul, though. It was offensive. A foul on Stacey King, so there's the first in the last 2 minutes.
That's what Michael was trying to do, strip him at half court there, see if he couldn't steal a ball. But Gaddison takes the ball on in and draws the foul from King.
Phil Jackson calling the play for his club for the final 21.4 left in the quarter. And Gaddison's free throw brings the Hornets to within 17. Armstrong hounded by Bogues. No 24-second clock involved. Jordan from the outside.
41-point first quarter.
Yeah, 41-22. The Bulls picking up where they left off last night against Sacramento. Del Curry launches the 3. It's a big one with .1 left. The first quarter comes to an end, and it's the Bulls in front by a bunch. 41-25. Back to the stadium after these messages.
Hey, Pete, want to come over for dinner? What are you having? Chicken and... Potatoes? No way. Stovetop stuffing. With the celery, onions, herbs, and spices. What time? 6. Great. Bye. Bye. Hey, Pete. Hey. You want to come over tonight? We're having chicken and stovetop.
Stovetop? What time?
7.
Could we make that 8?
Sure.
You can never get enough stovetop stuffing instead of potatoes. Try stovetop in the canister to measure out just the amount you need.
The Chicago Tribune is building on a tradition with the freshest and most complete picture of Chicagoland's real estate marketplace. In addition to Sunday's real estate section, Saturday's Home Guide offers the best in new home construction and developments. And on Fridays, to top it off, Your Place covers the existing home market, rentals, home improvement, and much more. All of it delivered to you in the Chicago Tribune. The one real source for real estate.
Of all the airlines serving Chicago, which one will take Chicago business travelers in and out of O'Hare nearly 900 times today? Which one will fly them to the most destinations worldwide? Which one will take them to Europe with the most non-stops to the most cities? Which airline of all the airlines has grown to become the gateway to the world for Chicago business travelers? American Airlines. We mean business in Chicago.
On Friday, April 5th, the San Antonio Spurs are here, and the first 10,000 fans 21 years of age and older will receive a Bulls pitcher courtesy of Miller Lite. Craig Hodges coming on for the Bulls, replacing Michael Jordan. It's Hodges, Armstrong, King, Livingston, and Perdue. And the Bulls were red hot in the first quarter, 68%, plus 10 of 13 from the foul line. And they had 10 fast break points to 6 for the Hornets. Muggsy Bogues directs the Charlotte offense. Over the top into Gaddison. Lost it in a crowd. Livingston steals it. Armstrong had it knocked away from him by Bogues. 16 on the shot clock as the Bulls come in. Cliff Livingston to trigger. Livingston being guarded by Kelly Tripucka. Hodges tracks down the loose ball. Perdue with 10 on the shot clock. Hodges guarded by Curry. It's Perdue with 4 to shoot. On the left-handed move, Will Perdue puts the Bulls up by 18.
Will was playing a game with the clock there, wasn't he, watching it and trying to give it to Cliff?
He did good. Here's Lettner trying to return the compliment, and does. Lettner with 6. Charlotte stays within 16. Hodges isolated against Curry, finds Livingston in on Tripucka. A pass in a crowd knocked loose and stolen by Bogues. Del Curry finishing. Del Curry with 5. The Bulls lead is 14. This is the 166th consecutive sellout for the Bulls tonight. Armstrong around the Perdue screen. Shot clock is at 8. BJ from the outside. Charlotte with a chance to cut it to 12. Bogues pushes on the dribble.
Keep going, Will.
Kelly Tripucka against Livingston. They almost lost it in an exchange low. Now with 9 to shoot. Bogues around a Lettner screen and a reach-in foul on Livingston.
That was a great play by the little guy. He came around the screen trying to beat the clock. Then he splits 2 players. Right here he goes between Armstrong and Livingston. Livingston reaches on the foul. Good job. He's so close to the floor. That's almost unfair. Cliff's going to get a stiff back bending down that far. The little guy comes up to shoot a couple free throws.
I'm with you. They lost him on that pick and roll. They couldn't find him. Muggsy finds the hoop, though. He's got 5, and Gene Little's club is back to within 13. It's now a 12-point difference. 10 minutes left in the half. Stacey King against pressure. Purdue drops it for Armstrong. BJ gets through. Hand off underneath. Livingston missing. King tries to follow, and he's fouled. Muggsy Bogues the foul.
Charlotte personal foul number 1. Muggsy Bogues is second. The team's first.
2 fouls on Muggsy Bogues, and Stacey King looking for his first point of the evening. Stacey just a shade under 70% from the free throw line.
Was it in Charlotte? Where was it? We saw a guy come up to us with a 34 jersey on, a fan. Last road trip in New York.
In New York.
And that was the first we saw. So Stacey is growing in stature.
That's right. He splits the free throws. The Bulls lead is 13. It's Bogues in deep. Tripucka on a pitch out to Curry. And that's how you do it. Del Curry drills the 3, his second one of the game. And the Charlotte Hornets, who were down by 19, are within 10. 9:25 left in the half. Armstrong against Bogues. Hodges missing the 2. Tripucka had it, popped loose, but Lechner the pickoff, and Bogues directs traffic on the drive all the way inside. Hands to Gaddison. His shot is blocked. Gaddison again. That one's good, and a foul. And the Hornets are back in the game.
Yes, they are. Just like that. They keep coming at you. Little guy, they made a move here. They took out Curry to start out, and they came back with Bogues and back with Curry in the backcourt, and they have pushed the ball up the court, Jim. The big guys have been posting up good. Lechner gave him a good shot here. Now Kenny Gaddison gets a basket and the free throw.
And the lead for the Bulls is down to 7. 6 straight points for the Hornets. Hodges runs the show for the Bulls. 8:52 left in the half. Stacey King. Hodges against Curry. Armstrong lost it to Bogues. It's a 5-point game, folks. Muggsy Bogues scoring. And Phil Jackson takes time. 8:36 left in the half, and Charlotte right there in contention. 44-39 Chicago.
Let's say you're going to apply for a home equity loan, all right? Stands to reason the more equity you have in your home, the bigger your loan can be, right? Well, here's how other banks are going to see your equity, because they only give you credit based on 75% of it. But at Citibank, we can give you a bigger loan because we see your hard-earned equity more like this. Looking at banking through your eyes, giving you all the credit you deserve. Citibank, not just banking, city banking.
We Brits are learning your American football. Right, Joe?
Yeah, right.
The other way. Catch the ball.
After practice, we drink a great American beer. Miller Lite.
Miller Lite, with its crisp, refreshing Pilsner taste, it's everything you want in a beer today.
What are they doing now?
They're practicing touchdowns.
Right now, your Ford dealer is offering some of the biggest incentives ever. Save up to $3,500 on Ford Escort and Ranger. That's right. Get up to a $1,500 cash bonus, plus save almost $2,000 on options when you buy this Ford Ranger. That's up to $3,500. Plus save up to $1,744 on the all-new Ford Escort. If you've been waiting to buy a new car or truck, take advantage of your Ford dealer's biggest savings of the year and save up to $3,500 on a new Ford. This offer ends February 28th. Don't miss out.
St. Pan's Miller Genuine Draft presents the 3rd annual Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Round Ball Classic, brought to you by the Tribune, Coca-Cola, and Pizza Hut. It comes up August 3rd and 4th in Grant Park. There's a division for you. For more information, call 312-943-5800 or look in the Tribune. Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen return to the Bulls lineup. Charlotte has outscored the Bulls 14-3 in the second quarter.
They're 5 out of 6 from the field. 1 is a three-pointer, 3 for 3 from the line. The Bulls have only hit 1 basket and 4 shots and split a pair of free throws.
Hodges enters the ball to Stacy King. King against Lechner. Horace Grant, the offensive rebound and follow. Big basket. This mighty tough shot, too. 9 points for Horace.
To bring in their starting forwards, and the first thing they do is get an offensive rebound and a stick back.
And 8 minutes left in the half. The Bulls back up by 7. Now they need a defensive stop. Here's Gaddison against Grant. Kenny Gaddison keeps the Hornets hot on the heels of the Bulls. J.R. Reed ready to come back for Charlotte. Pippen guarded by Tripucka. Scottie Pippen hasn't missed anything all night and draws the foul, as the players say, add one.
Gaddison on a foul. Just comes off a screen by his buddy. Tripucka reaches out at it, and looks like the bottom of the elbow he got hit. Bang, drops it in. He's 8 for 8. 9 for 9.
Boy, he's 3 for 6 at the foul line, though. 21 points for Scottie. And the Bulls lead back to 7. 7.5 left in the half. Bogues around the pick by Lechner. Shot clock at 8. Tripucka pops free. Long rebound. Tripucka on a comeback. Kelly Tripucka has his first 2 points. Charlotte stays within 5. Stacy King over Lechner. He'll let him have that shot all night. Charlotte with a chance to cut it to 3. Bill Cartwright getting ready to come back for the Bulls. 14 to shoot. Here's Curry against Hodges. Nearly lost it. Now Lechner against King. Over Stacy. Tip try, no Curry. Ball on the floor to Tripucka. Charlotte another attempt, and Tripucka hits it to bring the Hornets within 3.
Second effort baskets now going that way for Charlotte.
Paxson and Jordan ready to come back for the Bulls. Scottie Pippen on the turnaround, misses his first shot of the night. And now Charlotte with a chance to cut it to 1. Kelly Tripucka outside Lechner. J.R. Reed against Horace Grant. Turns in, has the shot snuffed by King. Reed trying again. This one won't go. Hodges has it. Bulls back in a hurry. Armstrong leaves it for Hodges. B.J. from the corner. That's a 2. A 5-point lead for the Bulls. The Bulls with Cartwright, Paxson, and Jordan waiting at the scorer's table. Del Curry pops free. Lechner the rebound and shoots it on King. Horace Grant has it. Stacy maybe had a block there. Scottie Pippen to Armstrong. Back to Pippen for the jam.
Beautifully done. Armstrong broke him right down.
And now Gene Littles has to use a timeout. 5:22 left in the half. The Bulls up 7. We'll be back in a moment.
It's incredible. I never thought one cereal could make my whole family stay for breakfast. Honey Bunches of Oats.
Nothing else is that taste, nothing else is that crunch. Honey Bunches of Oats, one great taste for your whole bunch.
There's never been a cereal that mixes crispy flakes of corn and wheat with crunchy bunches of honey roasted oats. That's why there's never been a cereal that tasted like this.
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Finally, a cereal my whole family loves.
A performance story from Phillips 66. Subject, gasoline. Weather is constantly changing. From region to region, throughout the year. That's why at Phillips 66, we adjust our gasoline to change with it, so that your car will perform well, no matter what kind of weather's up ahead. High quality, super clean gasoline for your car and more from Phillips 66.
February, we got a call from a distressed housewife.
My TV, it's gone red.
Relax, ma'am. Another chance to crack the code for real refreshment.
Now, you at home, just hold the colored pattern of your Diet Coke game piece against the red TV screen and take another crack at over 1 million prizes.
And also play in the red part of any illuminated Coca-Cola vending machine.
How can I ever thank you?
Crack the code for real refreshment with 100% NutraSweet.
Say fans, for the best selection of Bulls hats, T-shirts, jackets, and other NBA merchandise, visit the official Bulls team shops at any one of the 18 Chicagoland Carson Peary Scott stores. Kendall Gill back in the lineup for the Hornets. They made their run at the Bulls, but now the Bulls are back up by 7. Michael Jordan is back on for the Bulls. They got Johnny Newman back in the lineup. Charlotte does. Here's Curry. Dropped it for Jaminski. Poked away by Pippen. Jordan to pick up. Here they come on the run. Scottie Pippen is fouled by Curry going to the hoop.
It looked like Jaminski was sort of sleepwalking on that play. He got the ball, dropped it down, and the Bulls picked it up. Michael got it over to Scottie, and Bill Curry took the foul, and Scottie back to the free throw line. This is where the Bulls are going to have to improve. 11 out of 16 from the line.
Man, Scottie, 3 out of 7. But 23 points. If you're wondering, his career best is 34. They don't even sound good, do they?
Boing. It went in.
And the Bulls' lead is back to 8. Del Curry against Pippen. Here's Gill against Paxson. Jaminski going back up with a follow. Mike Jaminski with 4 points. Michael Jordan surveys the scene, works around a Horace Grant screen, says, take that. That's 11 points for Michael. The Bulls back to an 8-point lead. On the outside shot, Newman. Paxson advancing against Gill. Jordan against Curry. Into Grant, and a reach-in foul on J.R. Reed. That's his second. 4th team foul on the Hornets. 4:10 left to go before halftime.
That was a great pass that Michael threw in.
How he got
coming
it to
across, and he sort of bounced it to him. J.R. said, I didn't touch him, but if he didn't, Horace had a slam on him.
And now Reed steals the ball. So the Hornets with a chance to cut it to 4. Del Curry against Jordan. Shot clock at 12. Curry gets pinched off, shoots it anyway. Horace Grant clears. Scottie Pippen advancing. Jordan around the Pippen screen, guarded by Johnny Newman. Here's Horace Grant. Paxson. Pax trying to get free. Horace Grant. 3-second call against the Bulls. Charlotte has it. 3:31 left in the half. And the Bulls in front 55-49.
All of that electricity that the Bulls had at the start of the game has seemed to have been dissipated, and they played through it. Charlotte played on through it, Jimmy.
8 turnovers to 6 right now, and for a while it was 8-0. Here's Curry under pressure of Jordan. Newman guarded by Pippen. 8 to shoot. Inside to Reed. Tip loose. Reed to pick up with 5. Lost the ball. Got it back. He didn't catch his own pass.
No, he says I made him.
Here.
Come here.
Anyway,
I made a mistake.
they got to come in with. It's 2 on the shot clock right now. They'll probably give them 4 to come in. We know that whistle, don't we? That inadvertent whistle. Don't they sell those down at the drugstore? The inadvertent kind?
You got it. There it was. You heard it.
Sure. We've heard that whistle
Here on
before.
GN.
And they should get about 2 more seconds up there on the 24-second clock, too.
That's like when the White Sox in '59 won the pennant and they turned the sirens on.
Right.
Everybody thought there was
a real air raid.
A real air raid, yeah.
And Sox fans had waited 40 years for a pennant. They figured that'd be the night, right?
Only the people watching the game.
Hey, they're only going to get 2 on the clock. They ought to get 4. Newman inbounding to Reed, and he missed the shot and kicked the rebound out of bounds. The Bulls last to touch. So Charlotte comes in.
That's a pretty good play to get it in that close, isn't it?
Get a layup, you're right. Johnny Newman to trigger. They've got a brand new shot clock. Gill outside, packs it on him. Newman against Pippen, and Scotty gets it with a reach-in foul, his first of the game. The third team foul on the Bulls. And Charlotte will throw in again.
A lot of people think that this Johnny Newman getting away from the Knicks has been a big responsibility, is the reason that the Knicks are floundering a little bit this year. Could be.
Off the inbounds, Reed to Gill. And Gill's offensive foul on Kendall Gill. That's his second. You know what? The Charlotte players are all picking up fouls in order tonight.
You're going right down the list, huh?
Their first 7, they all had individual. There was just 1 foul on 7 players. And now 6 of them have 2. Here's Cartwright. In on Jaminski. Yes, sir. Bill Cartwright's first 2 points tonight. And the Bulls extend out to an 8-point lead. 2:20 left in the half. Curry with 10 on the clock. Newman against Pippen. Runs into a big crowd and still scores. 57-51. Michael Jordan advancing into the lane. Hangs the shot right there. 13 points for Jordan. And the Bulls keep the 8-point lead. I sense a run here by the Bulls. Redhead. Got 2 or 3 defensive stops. Here's Kendall Gill trying to get free baseline. Horace Grant stole it from him. Gill gets it back. 8 to shoot. Newman spots up for 3, takes up slack, loses it on the dribble out of bounds. It belongs to Charlotte with 2 on the shot clock.
They got 2 on the shot clock again. This is twice this has happened, and now Muggsy Bogues comes back in for Delph Curry. Now last time they had it in front of us, Jim, and got it right into to Reed.
This time it's baseline out of bounds. On the bounce to Gill. Again they've got the layup. And the ball tipped out to Pippen. Ahead to Jordan. Michael in on Bogues.
Bogues said, where did the ball go?
Through the net.
Yes, where did it go?
And rapidly.
He was trying to take the foul.
Yep. The Bulls have stepped it up to a 10-point lead again. They're trying to go up by, they got a shot at going up by about 14 here before halftime. Newman with the 3 try puts an end to that. Johnny Newman with 9, and the lead is 7. 1 minute left in the half. Here's Michael down the lane for the scoop, left it short, and Gill picks it off. Muggsy Bogues advancing. Johnny Newman in on Horace Grant, finds under the basket J.R. Reed. He's fouled by Jordan. First foul on Michael. J.R. Reed shoots 2.
They get the ball underneath. Johnny Newman loses the ball. Then they get it to Reed. Reed fumbles it a little bit, picks it up. Michael on the foul.
J.R. Reed with 3. The Hornets ain't going away tonight.
No.
It's a 6-point game, 47.7 left.
Yeah, go ahead.
And now the Bulls lead reduced to 5. Charlotte with 5 straight points. Paxson for 3. And it goes over the top, so the Hornets have it.
Well, he wanted a 2-for-1. That was a pretty good when he came down around the screen and
wide open.
He had Bill Cartwright and Horace were underneath, but it bounced over the top.
Now the Hornets could work a 2-for-1 if they so desire. Jordan almost stole it. Now Paxson digs it away from Gill. Loose on the floor. Gill a pickup and layup, and the Charlotte Hornets are within 3. 25 seconds left to go in the half. Well, it looked like a replay of last night, but not so. Charlotte getting back in it here in the second quarter. Virtually no shot clock involved. It's about 1 difference. Pass to Jordan loose. Michael gets it, 3 to shoot. A 30-foot three. Horace follows. And at halftime, it's a 3-point lead for the Bulls. 61-58 the score. The Hornets with the last 7 points of the first half tonight. And remember, they're playing without starting guard Rex Chapman. We'll return to Chicago Stadium and have some more for you here on Channel 9 after these messages. Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr back in Chicago Stadium. Hey, it looked easy early on, didn't it, John?
Boy, it did. I thought the Bulls were going to sprint out to something big time. They only scored 20 points in that second quarter, and we've still got some highlights over the first half. First play of the game, how quick can you score? Tap to Scotty, Scotty down to Horace. I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good play. And the Bulls had a lot of those long distance plays. Bill Cartwright came in, faded away for a little jump shot. Ball bounced up. Scotty just reached in and tapped it in. And Scotty had a great first half. That was just a little tiny tap. And then John Paxson found him down and just flipped it up. Scotty caught it in one motion and slammed it in. And then off of a shot, a missed shot here, Horace grabs the ball, fires it out to Michael. He's a little bit off balance, but he's got great vision. Who's coming? Scottie Pippen in the dunk and the foul on Curry.
The Bulls didn't get many shots up in the first half, only 40. They hit 24 of them for 60%. The Hornets 24 of 49. And at the foul line, the Bulls 12 of 18. Charlotte 7 for 7. Offensive rebounds a big difference. 10-5. The Hornets with the edge there, and overall 24-17. 9 Charlotte turnovers, 6 for the Bulls, and off the bench, Charlotte outscored the Bulls 25-7. Johnny Newman with 9 points, shooting good, 4 out of 6 from the field. He's also shooting well. Kendall Gill had 8. The Bulls led by Scottie Pippen with 24, Michael Jordan with 15, Horace Grant with 9 and 11 rebounds. So the Bulls have to go back to work here in the second half.
Yes. Yes, this where that first quarter, big time quarter, 41 points. And then they were outscored by 13, which is a rarity on this floor for the Bulls as of late.
Del Curry guarded by Jordan. Gill goes over the top to Jaminski. A little half hook rolls out, but there's J.R. Reed. Missed the dunk. Lost it out of bounds. A foul was called. Nope, simply tipped out of bounds by the Bulls. Johnny Newman off the inbounds pass. It's Jaminski into Gill against Paxson. And the rebound to Newman. Loose to Gill. The Hornets get another attempt here.
Boy, oh boy.
A 3-try by Curry. Pippen the rebound. Finally, the Bulls clear it defensively. Michael Jordan with a short shot in the lane. Oh, man. Cartwright going up and draws the foul.
Scotty had himself an easy deuce, but the ball stuck right in between the rim and the backboard. He couldn't get it up there. He just got it caught inside, and then Cartwright followed it up, and he gets hammered on the shot.
You ever seen more energy in less than a minute at both ends of the floor? Nothing happening.
Was that on Kendall Gill, that foul?
Jaminski.
Still nothing happening. Bulls got to work on that free throw. They're getting to the line.
Yep, they missed 6 in the first half out of 18. Now they're 12 for 19. 12 for 20. This has got that kind of look to it tonight. The Bulls could be in trouble later.
Right. The crowd senses it too. It's very quiet.
Shot clock at 10. Johnny Newman nearly lost it to Jordan. Now the leap and leaner. And a foul on Newman, crashing the boards, went right over the back of Scottie Pippen. First foul on Johnny Newman, 2 team fouls on Charlotte.
Michael played Newman just right. You got to crowd Newman, and he's got a lot of room. He can put the ball down, you retreat, he'll beat you to the basket. If you keep your body in front of him, he'll run over, you'll pick up that offensive foul.
10:45 for the third. Jordan against Curry. Finally. Finally gets a couple points up there. And the Bulls up by 5. Gill read the double team beautifully. Johnny Newman outside, guarded by Pippen. 10 on the shot clock. Kendall Gill against Jordan. Michael Jordan the rebound. The Bulls looking to extend. Paxson closing on the right side, gets bumped by Curry. The foul is on Curry. His third, and 3 team fouls on Charlotte in less than 2 minutes.
Well, the way the Bulls are shooting free throws doesn't make much difference unless you can capitalize on it.
3 team fouls. That's the good news, right? Horace Grant all the way to the hoop.
Yes, Horace.
11 points for Horace. Up court, they run it to Jaminski and throw it away. The Bulls have opened up a 7-point lead and have the ball with 9:58 left in the third.
Scary.
Gene Littles and Tom Nosalke are saying this is the way we started the game.
Yeah. The scary thing is they're shooting 79% from the free throw line as a team. The Bulls only 75.
Here's Jordan in on Curry. Boy, that one didn't crawled in. Michael's got 19. The Bulls extend out to a 9-point lead. 22nd timeout taken by Gene Littles with 9:35 left here in the third quarter.
That's about the way it started. The first quarter, the Bulls came out, bang, 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 and Gene had to take a 20.
Elsewhere in the NBA tonight, final score, the Sixers win in New Jersey by 13. The Knicks and Washington are tied in the third in the Cap Center. And Atlanta going for another win on the home court, leading Dallas by 18 in the third. Milwaukee up 2 against Cleveland at Milwaukee in the first quarter. The Warriors and Nuggets just underway. Phoenix at Seattle starts at 9. 9 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter here in Chicago Stadium. 18 to shoot and Charlotte to come in. The Bulls own a 9-point lead. Hornets have missed their first 7.
They've had some pretty point-blank shots, too.
Here's Newman under pressure of Pippen. And Horace Grant has it. Michael Jordan runs the show this trip. Trying to find running room. Jordan lobs for Paxson. Shot clock at 10.
Bill's going to get it here.
Cartwright against Jaminski. Lefty hook.
There it is.
Bill Cartwright with 4, and the Bulls lead it by 11. 8 straight points.
A little bit of time on the clock. Pax will try to get that ball down in low, so you take that last second shot. You're taking a little one.
Del Curry ran into a dead end, loses the ball. Jordan on the steal. A flip ahead to Paxson. Paxson under to Pippen. You're right. This is exactly the way the first quarter went for the Bulls. And now Muggsy Bogues on his way to the scorer's table with the Bulls up by 13. 10 straight points. Wheeling inside is J.R. Reed. As it's snuffed, Jaminski's follow. They're finally on the board in the second half.
Jaminski, it's almost a throw, but he is so effective with that. He did it so many years at Philadelphia, New Jersey.
Paxson starts it with Pippen out front. Now Jordan against Gill. Scottie Pippen. Quick move in on Johnny Newman. Count it.
Boom.
And a foul.
Boom. Scottie, he's got it all going. He had slams. And last night, how many slams did he have? Every time we turn around, we're showing a highlight of Scottie's slams. And then the first quarter, he did well. Here he finishes up. He made a play last night, Jim. He drove the left side of the lane and took off just inside the foul line, reached in and slammed it with the left hand. Really doing a good job.
That free throw gives him 29 points tonight. His career best is 34. Here's Bogues out front against Paxson. Kendall Gill against Jordan. 8 to shoot. Newman way outside. Michael all over him. Newman can't get a shot away. J.R. Reed with 2 on the shot clock bails him out. J.R. Reed with 6. And the Bulls lead is 12. Paxson against Bogues. Hook pass into Pippen, lefty jam, and Scotty's got 31. 13 field goals. What's his best? 14? For a career.
Yep, 14.
So he's closing in on a lot of stuff. Jaminski, shot clock at 10. Johnny Newman trying to get free of Jordan. Reed again. Gets the rebound on the boomerang shot. Now Kendall Gill came up short. Cartwright a pickup. Scottie Pippen on to Jordan. Underneath the Horace Grant, but Gill read the play. Horace gets it back anyway. Michael in the lane. And the Hornets come away with the ball down 14. Bogues up court to Johnny Newman. He spots up for three. Johnny Newman with his second three of the game. Del Curry has two. The Hornets with 4 threes. The Bulls with 1. The Bulls lead is 11. 6:15 left. Inside pass to Pippen.
Oh, did you see what was happening there?
Man, Scotty had Michael in the corner. They're over the limit on that foul. Foul is on Johnny Newman, his third, so Pippen will shoot 2 after a timeout. 6:15 left in the third. The Bulls lead is 11.
More and more beer drinkers are discovering that the right choice is the light choice. Miller Lite. With its crisp, refreshing Pilsner taste, it's everything you want in a beer today. So move up to light.
The high school action is hot in Chicagoland, and nobody delivers it better than Preps Plus in the Chicago Tribune. Every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Preps Plus serves up the games, the players, and the plays that mean the most to you. High school's greatest hits, scores, and a way to keep track of the local sports scene. So dive into full color coverage and get in the game. The high school game with Preps Plus, only in the Trib. For home delivery, call 1-800-TRIBUNE.
Don't worry, Mom. You'll get there in time. You're driving the Toyota Camry All-Track. It's got all-wheel drive to pull you through. It's got an anti-lock brake system for additional stopping control. The Toyota Camry. You've got the perfect car. And the most trouble-free in its class. 3 years in a row. So don't worry. Be happy you've got a Camry.
I'm happy what you do for me, Toyota.
For our Channel 9 audience, a reminder, we understand President Bush will be addressing the nation shortly to update us all as to the Persian Gulf situation. So we'll be cutting away, but we will be coming back here to the stadium and have Bulls basketball for you. Scottie Pippen hitting the first of 2. How about that pass, Red Man?
Scotty was going to drop. He dropped the pass, but between his legs to Michael, that would have been a 3 out of the corner. That would have brought this crowd in. Hey, best wishes and get well to Bob O'Neill. That's Joe O'Neill, the ticket manager's brother. We wish him well, and Scotty drops it in.
33 points for Scottie Pippen. Another basket for Pip and a new career high. And the Bulls punching it in on the inside. They've outscored the Hornets 10-2 there in this quarter. Oh, Michael almost had a steal. Shot clock at 8. Kendall Gill takes Jordan baseline. Under pressure, Reed. 4 on the clock. J.R. Reed with the off-balance shot. Horace Grant tried to keep it alive, but Gill with a follow. Kendall Gill with 10. The Bulls lead is 11. Early on tonight it was 19. 5:38 left in the third. Horace Grant being guarded by nobody yet. Takes up a little slack. Now Pippen with 6 on the clock. Scotty in on Tripucka, and Tripucka reach-in foul. They're over the limit.
So Tripucka reaches in and grabs Scotty, and Scotty goes back to the line. Jimmy, he's already shot.
Good evening. Yesterday, after conferring with my senior national security advisors and following extensive consultations with our coalition partners, Saddam Hussein was given one last chance, set forth in very explicit terms to do what he should have done more than 6 months ago: withdraw from Kuwait without condition or further delay and comply fully with the resolutions passed by the United Nations Security Council. Regrettably, the noon deadline passed without the agreement of the government of Iraq to meet demands of United Nations Security Council Resolution 660, as set forth in the specific terms spelled out by the coalition to withdraw unconditionally from Kuwait. To the contrary, what we have seen is a redoubling of Saddam Hussein's efforts to destroy completely Kuwait and its people. I have therefore directed General Norman Schwarzkopf, in conjunction with coalition forces, to use all forces available, including ground forces, to eject the Iraqi army from Kuwait. Once again, this was a decision made only after extensive consultations within our coalition partnership. The liberation of Kuwait has now entered a final phase. I have complete confidence in the ability of the coalition forces swiftly and decisively to accomplish their mission. Tonight, as this coalition of countries seeks to do that which is right and just, I ask only that all of you stop what you were doing and say a prayer for all the coalition forces, and especially for our men and women in uniform, who this very moment are risking their lives for their country and for all of us. May God bless and protect each and every one of them, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, any reports from the front? Soviets on board?
The President of the United States.
You just heard a report, a speech by the President of the United States, who just returned from Camp David about 35 minutes ago, who said that after extensive consultation with the coalition forces, the decision was made to use all force necessary, including ground forces, to force Saddam Hussein from Kuwait. We expect to have further reports throughout the evening on our 9 o'clock news, a late edition of the 9 o'clock news, immediately following the Bulls game, and we'll keep you informed throughout the evening. We'll now rejoin the Bulls, and then we'll have a complete report on all of the news a bit later.
With our producer-director, Arnie Harris, this is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr back in Chicago Stadium. For our Channel 9 audience, we've got a couple of great plays for you that you didn't see when the president was making his address.
Scottie Pippen came down, gave it to Jordan. Jordan came up to Kendall Gill, showed him the ball, stuck it under his left arm, made the basket and got fouled. And then Scottie came down again, decided to put it up himself, went in with the left hand. So we've had some real furious action here. The Bulls 85, the Hornets 67. 4:30 to play here in the third, Jimmy. And now Cliff Livingston's in the lineup for the Bulls.
Replacing Scottie Pippen. That's the only thing that can cool off Scottie Pippen tonight. Yes. And Kelly Tripucka will make the inbounds pass. Bogues against Paxson. 14 to shoot. Kenny Gaddison doubled in the post with 8 on the clock. Out to Curry. Inside Lechner. They've gotten some production from Lechner. He's got 8.
I like what I've seen of this big guy.
In fact, it was this group that really got Charlotte back in the game in the first half. Pax up short on the 20-footer, and Horace with a follow. And Lechner has the rebound. 3:53 remaining in the third. Michael Jordan guarding Curry. Again into the post to Gaddison, and a foul on Horace Grant. That's his second. First team foul on the Bulls here in the third.
Another guy posts up pretty strongly. Gaddison gets down on the blocks, tough to move him off.
Bogues works around a Gaddison screen. Down the lane goes Curry, drops it loose and stolen by Livingston. Paxson advancing on the dribble, looks ahead.
Michael and Bogsy. Not anymore.
Yeah, they move Lechner onto Jordan, and now he takes him into the hoop anyway. Whoa, he almost hit the shot.
He almost sneaked out of the trap. That was good. That was really funny in that corner, Jim. Michael had Bogues on his back, and he was looking to find out if his father was around somewhere to take care of this kid. He comes in, there it is. Michael says, uh-oh, I got me a little one. Look at this. Hey, I got him.
You're going nowhere, Muggsy. You stay right here with me.
That's right. Muggsy was saying, Simon says, let me go. MJ makes the free throw.
23 points for him tonight. The Bulls lead back to 17. And 3:22 left in the third. Even Michael missing free throws. Bogues pushes it up. Curry looking in over Jordan. And there's Gaddison against Grant, double teamed. The rebound loose, and Gaddison ends up with it. Curry fires. Finally, Michael Jordan says, here, let me have this thing. Jordan to Livingston. In on Curry, and a foul.
Well, good news for Livingston.
They call it on Gaddison. Good news is Cliff gets to the free throw line. The bad news is he's 59%. But he told Johnny Curry he was going to hit 9 of his next 12.
All right, you're right.
Now he's got to hit 9 of his next 11. Will Purdue for Cartwright. 2:45 left in the third.
Pretty soon he's going to have to hit 10 of his next 11. Or 11 of his next 10.
Hey,
all right, Cliff. All right.
18-point lead. New York beats Washington tonight in the Cap Center. Well, that's nothing. The Knicks do pretty good on the road. It's in Madison Square Garden where they run into problems. Tripucka fouled by Livingston.
Mark Jackson has been suspended for 4 days, I guess, Jimmy. It'll be 2 games. One of them was that one. Cliff draws the foul. Crowd kind of had a lot to cheer about here in the opening minutes of the game and in the opening minutes of the second quarter, and now it's been a little bit of do something.
Tripucka, good free thrower, 5 points for him. Yeah, the Bulls started out the game and the half in great fashion, but the second quarter they were limited to 20 points, and the Hornets came back to within 3 by halftime. Now it's a 16-point Bulls lead. 2:29 left to go in the third. B.J. Armstrong handles the pressure well. His inside pass is stolen, however. The Hornets trying to get something in transition. When they were free and easy in the second quarter, that's when Charlotte got back in the game tonight. Here's a foul on Jordan off Tripucka's drive.
23, Michael Jordan is second, the team's
third team foul.
Well, they showed a little bit of pressure defense when B.J. came in that last time down. Let's see what happens. Tripucka, very good free throw shooter. They haven't missed here.
Tripucka 3 in a row, 7 points scored. 2:15 remaining. Tuesday night, Boston Celtics here. A key game in the Eastern Conference.
The trade deadline has passed, Jim, and you can't make any more trades. But you and I were talking. There's still a way you can add a player to your roster, I guess, by signing a free agent.
As long as you can move under the salary cap, you're fine. The Bulls swing perimeter. They punch into Grant. Good play. A foul, and Horace shoots 2. Kenny Gaddison on the foul.
Ball moving around. Horace doing a great job rebounding for the Bulls. This time he gets a reward as Cliff finds him down underneath. He comes off the screen, comes with the left hand. Good work. Horace had 11 rebounds at the half.
And he's got 11 points right now.
He's got 13 rebounds going now.
So 12 points and 13 rebounds.
And Horace is giving a clinic on free throws.
4 out of 5. Dead center with both of them. And the Bulls lead is 89-73. Oh, Muggsy. Ah!
Yeah, they love it. The crowd loves it.
10 points for Bogues.
He's smaller than some of the kids played here at halftime.
Yeah. Michael Jordan against Curry. Uses a Purdue screen and uses it well. 25 points for Jordan. The Bulls in search of a defensive stop. Here's Tripucka. They've got it. Armstrong to Horace Grant. Loose, and Charlotte has steal. Lechner ahead to Curry. Del Curry with 12 points tonight. And he's got 10. I should say 10 for Curry. The Bulls lead is 14. Michael Jordan stopping on the dime. And Will Perdue had his follow blocked by Gaddison. Bogues lost it, but to Gaddison, no basket, he walked. .9 left in the third. The Bulls lead is 14. Armstrong around a Livingston screen. Here's Michael Jordan inside. Doubled up, back to Horace Grant underneath the reverse. Oh, and a foul, and Horace shoots two. Foul is on Tripucka.
Michael broke through the lane. He grabbed a handful of players came with him as he went to the baseline. Gaddison tried to seal him off, but here's Horace. He doesn't stand. He was going to go to the board for the rebound, and instead he's going to go to the free throw line for a couple.
13 points for Grant, 5 of 6 from the foul line tonight. 34.7 left in the third. Cleveland on the road, back and in the lead at Milwaukee by 2 in the second quarter. Cavaliers may not be dead yet. You know, they're very much in the playoff picture here in the East, with the Knicks struggling, although New York wins tonight. Horace short,
hey,
gets
look
his
at
own
this.
rebound. How about three to Hardaway?
How about three to Hardaway? Loving it.
A 17-point lead for the Bulls with 28 seconds left.
You know what made that play is Michael forced Gaddison to go with him as he jumped across the lane.
Del Curry pops one in. Now he's got 12. The Bulls will play it for one. They lead it by 15. 14 seconds left. No shot clock involved. This is a tough chance here. Armstrong against Bogues, so they play to Livingston. His three try is way short. Bogues has it, and Bogues from 50 is also short. After three, the Bulls lead is 15, 94-79.
Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft. For those who've discovered its real draft taste, the world is a very cool place.
I kept saying, someday I'm going to fix that door. Well, someday came yesterday morning, but I had no clue where to start.
You can do it, Marcia, and it's not that hard. Here, let me show you.
Well, I did it. Now I've got a screen door that stays open when I want it to and stays on its hinges. Next up, that leaky faucet.
You can do it with True Value Hardware stores.
Spots is the very best buddy. Spots is ready to play. In Sunday Chicago Tribune, he makes it our favorite day. Spots has games and puzzles, plenty to play and do. So, mommy, won't you pick all the spots for us in the Sunday
It's a special season, the silver season, and Jerry Krause remembers his 1987 draft pick.
Well, I think they've both matured and grown and come on as NBA players. And obviously, Scotty made the All-Star team last year. Horace has got a great future ahead of him. We're real proud of that draft and of those two youngsters.
Friday, March 8th, it's Miller Lite Lovable Night, plus the Bulls versus the Jazz. Call 312-902-1919.
And certainly, we poured some champagne that night after that draft.
Win a Bulls t-shirt or a Bulls basketball when you play Slam Dunk, the new instant game from the Illinois Lottery. Well, the Bulls are just 12 minutes away from their 18th straight on the home court, providing they take care of this 15-point lead.
Bulls bench is not been as effective as they were last night. They've got 8 points here.
Michael Jordan being guarded by Bogues. Armstrong against Tripucka.
Get in
Add
there.
one.
Hey, I love what BJ has been doing, Jimmy, since the Detroit game. Driving the lane, taking the shot, making the basket, in this case, getting the foul. He beat Tripucka, went down the middle. The big guy put the hand up on him, Gaddison.
You're right, John. You know, one of his great strengths is he's such a great free throw shooter, and he's got to get to the line. WGN, we're going to net the Hornets, it says. So Armstrong off the three-point play, and the Bulls have an 18-point lead. Charlotte coming in 4-20 on the road this year. Good play.
Michael.
But the Bulls stop it right at the pass, and it's Jordan defending.
Well, found something there.
27 points for Jordan. The Bulls have their biggest lead at 20. 11:15 remaining. Stacey King ready to come back for the Bulls. Tripucka pops free. Kelly Tripucka can still shoot it.
He can still put it in.
10 points for him. Pass into Livingston, tipped out by Tripucka. Now the changes are made. Stacey King comes in for Horace Grant. Kendall Gill is in. Del Curry is out. Livingston off the inbounds, triggers to King. Michael Jordan over Gill, and Tripucka has it. Muggsy Bogues cracks the whip as he pushes it down and lobs to Lechner. This guy looks good tonight.
Not too many centers in the league can make the alley-oop play. Forwards and guards seem to make it real good.
Eric Lechner with 10 points in the game. Will Perdue. Armstrong from 20. BJ's got 7. 5 here in the fourth. So the Bulls comfortably in front by 18 with 10:18 remaining. They're going to Lechner again. Kendall Gill. Kendall Gill with 12. His best here in his rookie year is 26, and he averages a little over 10. Livingston with 13 to shoot. Michael Jordan against Gill. On the fadeaway. Charlotte the rebound. Muggsy Bogues in control. Kendall Gill isolated with Jordan. 2 in a row for Kendall Gill.
Stretching it out too now.
Scottie Pippen ready to come back for the Bulls, who lead by 14. 9:25 left. Cliff Livingston gives it up to Armstrong. BJ gets in from the left side. Lechner checked him and fouled it. BJ said, I'm shooting anyway. So I can get on the free throw line. Eric Lechner on the foul. That's his fourth. Now Jordan is out. Hodges is in. Livingston is out. Pippen is in.
You're right. He got the man up in the air. He had no chance of making that, but he was in the act of shooting it.
BJ with 5 of his 7 here in the fourth. 9:17 left. .102.87. Atlanta wins again tonight. What's that, 19 straight for them at home? Against
home
Dallas.
game for them? Yeah.
Armstrong has 9. The Bulls lead is 16. Dallas comes in here next week. Underneath Kendall Gill, in on Purdue. Outside Tripucka. Left corner Gill takes up slack. Nice shot. Missed it though. And Stacey King rebounding and outletting to Armstrong. Now Hodges up court to Pippen. Back out to Hodges. 18-footer. Craig's got it. First 2 points tonight for Hodge. The Bulls lead it by 18. Gaddison to the basket. Has it blocked by King. Gets it back. Fakes in the lane. He's there a while.
Come on,
short with a hook. Kendall Gill. Nope. And then Gaddison finally tips it in. A 16-point lead for the Bulls this trip. Armstrong hounded by Muggsy Bogues. The thing that's so difficult when you are guarded by Muggsy Bogues as Hodges unloads the rebound to Lechner is you have to be so careful with the ball on the dribble against him. Look at Bogues. Pitch out to Tripucka. Big bucket. Kelly Tripucka draws the Hornets within 14 with 8 minutes left. Stacey King, nice find. Hodges is there. .7:45 for the game. The Bulls maintaining a 16-point lead. Kendall Gill's hot here in the fourth.
Well,
he continues on a roll.
Getting the ball, spotting up and shooting it.
16 points for Gill.
Yes.
Fortunately for the Bulls have been able to hold him back. Here's Armstrong around a Purdue screen. Hodges punch into King. Foul called on Gaddison. Stacey King shoots 2.
Pretty soon Gaddison's going to be gone.
He's got 5. J.R. Reed back in. Gaddison is going out now. That's 3 team fouls on Charlotte. Stacey King 1 for 2 free throwing in the game for his only point. Oh, the Bulls not doing so good at the foul line tonight, are they, John?
No, they are not. Gonna have to talk to their free throw coach.
Who is that, by the way?
I think it's Chip Schaefer. I'm going to blame it on him too, the trainer.
Well, the second one is in. So Stacey splits them. The Bulls lead is 15 with 7:19 left in the game. Jaminski ready to come back for Charlotte. They go into Gill, doubled up now. Bogues checked by King. Gill against Armstrong, and a foul on BJ. That's his first team foul on the Bulls in the fourth quarter. Jaminski is in and Lechner is out.
I thought Lechner showed pretty good muscle.
Timeout taken. 7:06 left to go. Timeout here in Chicago Stadium. The Bulls lead it by 15, 108-93.
It's incredible. I never thought one cereal could make my whole family stay for breakfast. Honey Bunches of Oats.
Nothing else is that taste, nothing else is that crunch. Honey Bunches of Oats, one great taste for your whole bunch.
There's never been a cereal that mixes crispy flakes of corn and wheat with crunchy bunches of honey roasted oats. That's why there's never been a cereal that tasted like this.
Honey Bunches of Oats.
Finally, a cereal my whole family loves.
This is the Discover card, and this is $100 million. That's the cashback bonus earned by card members. But if you don't use this, you don't get any of this. It pays to Discover. Most credit cards total your charges and send you a bill. But once a year, the Discover card totals your charges and sends you something in return. pays to discover.
Say, kids, visit the official Bulls team shops at any Chicagoland Carson Peary Scott store and sign up for your chance to be a Bulls ball person for a game. The Bulls shooting 61% tonight against the Hornets. Charlotte on the year allows .499 from the field. The Bulls lead is 15. Jaminski against Purdue. Bogues guarded by Armstrong, and the shot clock is at 15. Jaminski from the top. Mike Jaminski has 8. Charlotte stays within 13. Scottie Pippen having a career night. Stacey King over Tripucka and a foul.
Yes, Scottie gave the ball up, went down, set the screen on King's man. King came around, curled around, got the pass, went in on Tripucka and scored the basket and gets the free throw. That's the way they draw it in the locker room.
Yeah. Stacey 2 for 5 from the foul line. Tripucka throws it out of bounds. Who was that to? Oh, it was kicked by the Bulls?
Scottie banged it.
He's got it. I guess it was not a kick then. Simply knocked it out of bounds. 15 to shoot. Kendall Gill. Man, he's hit 4 in a row from the outside here in the fourth quarter. 18 points for Gill. Scottie lost it on the way to the basket and almost went in. That's how hot he is tonight. The loose ball almost went in the basket.
That's only the second shot he's missed. 14 for 16 from the field.
Does he get a
and
shot
one slipped out of his hand.
Bogues finds Jaminski. Missed on the hook. Hodges slips the outlet pass to Armstrong. Inside of 6 minutes. Pippen to Purdue. A touch under to King, and he's fouled by Bogues.
Ty Bogues on the foul. Will drops it underneath. Now, do you see how quick Bogues is? He stops Purdue here, and then he drops back under as King tries to collect. To show you how quick the guy is.
Yeah, the Bulls could use the free throws, and Stacey King is 2 for 6 from the line. This is where I think, John, when teams don't shoot well from the free throw line and they're a better free throw shooting team than this is where teams are looking ahead, because that's all free throws are, concentration, right? So this is where perhaps the Bulls are looking ahead to Tuesday. They're just not doing a very good job at the line. 2 for 7 is King. 5:50 left. Michael Jordan will be coming back. Jaminski in on Purdue, and a foul on Purdue. That's his second. Mike Jaminski shoots 2. 5:41 left.
Got BJ.
So the Bulls are going to play with Jordan and Hodges. Bill Cartwright returning as well. B.J. Armstrong walks off with 9 points, and he had 7 of them here in the fourth. Stacey King is out. Horace Grant is in. Jaminski, 84% free throw shooter, on the line for the first time tonight. Hey, he's even missing them.
Yeah, he's been watching the film down at this end. They went on that roll. Mike got his ears pierced when they were in Philadelphia. Rick Mahorn and Charles Barkley said, yeah, let's do it. He thought that was a good idea. I don't know how he feels.
9 points. The Bulls lead trimmed to 12. Craig Hodges. And the ball tipped outside to Johnny Newman. And now the Hornets with a chance to cut it to 10. 5:28 left. In the corner, Jaminski. Lost it to Pippen, trying to take it in on Cartwright. Give it up, Scottie. He does at the right time.
Yes, very nicely done. Very nicely done.
112 to 98. Newman against Pippen. Here's J.R. Reed, double teamed. Works it toward the corner and hands to Gill. Kendall Gill finds a little running room, and Jaminski's shot blocked, but a foul on Pippen. Jaminski shoots 2.
You take a look here at this one, Scotty. You said, give it up, Scotty. And when you said it, he heard you, Jimmy, right up into his buddy Horace's hands up high above the rim, and he laid it gently in the nest.
He needed to give it up because on the dribble, he was going to have to contend with Muggsy Bogues.
You got to issue you a fly swatter when you play against him. So Mike Jaminski drops the.
Steve Scheffler into the lineup for the Hornets, and J.R. Reed is out.
Scheffler had some good years down the road, didn't he?
Purdue?
Yes.
Mike Jaminski, 10 points in the game, brings the Hornets to within 12. 4:51 left. Pippen in the front court. Hodges calls a play. Scottie Pippen against Newman. Horace Grant guarded by Scheffler. Into Pippen.
Oh, what a hole!
39 for Scottie Pippen.
He caught it in the air, threw it back over his shoulder at a baby hook shot, Jimmy. Oh, neato.
He's got everything working, hasn't he?
And one ball slipped out of his hand tonight.
Here's Kendall Gill. Jaminski inside. Pippen another steal. And he's fouled in the backcourt by Gill. They're over the limit. Scotty to shoot two. Shooting for 40, folks.
There's what we said. He came down the lane. They found him underneath. He caught it in the air and semi-hooked it over his shoulder. What a job. There's the play. Scotty with the steal. He's coming on up and gets fouled. He goes to the free throw line to shoot a couple.
I believe this to be true, and I'd have to check it out to make sure. Scottie Pippen is about to become the only Bulls player since Michael Jordan came to score 40, with the exception of George Gervin when Michael was injured.
You're right.
I think that's true. Listen to the crowd. Scotty with 40. As he hits the free throw, he's getting a standing ovation.
You're right. This is great. This is great. Just a couple days ago, Scotty talking about he wanted to get a little more money. He thought he should be paid a little bit more. And Jerry Krause said, certainly we're going to do that for you.
41. 116 to 100. With 4:10 left. I'm trying to think. Now, I make a statement. Remember, Orlando Woolridge played with Michael Jordan, Michael's rookie year. So
that's all right. I still believe 45 in Dallas by
Gervin is the only one.
Yeah.
Inside pass, as it turns out, it's Jaminski with the layup. 3:45 left.
He shattered his free throw record, too. He had 8, I guess was the most.
Craig Hodges from the outside. Horace Grant with a stick back. 118-102 Bulls with 3:30 remaining. Underneath, Kendall Gill. Jaminski under pressure. Horace Grant the rebound. Pippen on the drive. Now to Jordan up the middle. Into Cartwright. Scotty. 43 points for Pippen. 120 to 102. And timeout, Charlotte. 3:08 for the game. The Bulls closing in on 18 straight on the stadium court. 120 to 102. 43 points for Scottie Pippen in this game, and more remarkably, he is 15 of 16 from the field.
Bill Cartwright missed a shot. He just cleaned it up, Jim. He and his buddy Horace. Horace is 7 out of 8.
That's something. 23 out of 25. Keys missing. Cartwright the rebound. 23 out of 25 for the Bulls starting forward tandem. Here's Jordan right of the lane. Shoots it over Keys. Yeah. You know, that guy still plays for the Bulls, too.
Well, Scotty's running us out of scorebook, and we've only said that with
Michael. Kendall Gill is fouled by Hodges. Cliff Levingston's coming for Pippen, so Scotty will get
Listen
the
to
ovation.
this. Listen, fans.
18,676 sends Scottie Pippen off the floor tonight in a career performance. A handshake from Phil Jackson, Johnny Bach and his teammates. Michael Jordan also joining him on the bench. The Bulls up 20 with 2:40 left. Running hook by Keys. Randolph Keys with his first 2 points of the game. 2:25 remaining.
If they say tomorrow that Jordan and Pippen combined for 72 points, who do you think they would think had the big amount, right?
BJ missing, and there's that man Lechner with the rebound. Former North Carolina player Scott Williams of the Bulls ready to come into the lineup. Scott Williams coming in for Cartwright or for Horace. Which is it? We thank Arnie Harris, our producer-director tonight. Also the executive producer, Jim Zerwick. Coordinating producer, Bill Borson. Our associate producer-director, Joe Corneo. And many others with a hand in the telecast tonight on Channel 9. Curry missing, Cartwright rebounding, Hodges on the drive. Good pass ahead to Armstrong, but it hopped up on him. Scott Williams a pickup. Hey, Scott Williams gets the hook. Every Bull has scored.
Hey, Horace, 20 points and 17 rebounds. May not get his name in the paper tomorrow.
Gill is fouled by Williams, and he'll shoot 2. Will Perdue coming back.
Right?
Yeah, I know it.
20 points, 17 rebounds, and he'll be on page 3.
Perdue for Cartwright, but I tell you what, Reds, that's the thing about a good club. It ain't always the same guy.
That's right.
But the important thing is, it is somebody.
Yep.
And tonight it was Scotty.
Lakers are going to have your Magic do his stuff almost every game, and Bird doing his when he's healthy every game, and the Bulls know that Jordan's going to do his, and somebody's going to pick it up. And tonight, big time pickup by everybody, really. Your forwards, Grant and Pippen.
Kendall Gill with 19 points in the game, so he has come back in the fourth quarter and scored 9-20, and his season best is 26, 124-106. The Bulls the lead with 1:40 left. They have locked up their 18th straight on the home court. They have won 9 in a row and pushed out to a 3-game lead on the Pistons in the Central. Will Perdue shoots 2.
Scotty just might have said, hush, hush, sweet Charlotte.
For our Channel 9 audience, the next game next Saturday. The Bulls in Market Square against the Indiana Pacers, who have come to life. They've got a 5-game winning streak working. 6:30 game Chicago time. Will Perdue 2 for 3 from the line in the game and 4 points scored. There's 5. 1:30 left. Randolph Keys. Scheffler swings it to Lechner, and he fires. Scott Williams tracks down the loose ball, and he says, hey, Craig, come back inbounds and I'll hand it to you.
Back-to-back games for the Bulls, and they've made them look relatively easy.
6 to shoot. Hodges, wraparound pass to Levingston, and Scott Williams gets
at the buzzer.
48 seconds remaining. So it has indeed been a fun weekend here in Chicago Stadium for the Bulls. Keys shot blocked, but a foul called, and Randolph Keys to the line. Livingston on the foul. A career night for Scottie Pippen. 43 points scored. He was 15 out of 16 from the field.
6 steals, Jimmy.
Oh, my.
Look at this.
I'm sorry, 16 out of 17 from the field.
6 assists, 6 steals. Big smile on his face. He's quiet and he's easygoing guy. We've gotten we got him sitting up by us on the bus now, laughing at a lot of things that Tim Hallam does to us.
We've already mentioned Mrs. Hallam is watching down in Normal. How can a guy like Tim Hallam be from Normal?
Yeah. Oh.
12 to shoot, right. And so Armstrong does.
Yeah.
11 for BJ. 22 seconds left. Kendall Gill. Livingston picks it off with 12 seconds remaining.
Take a 3, Craig. Or somebody.
Scott Williams left open. With 3 seconds left, Curry the rebound. The Bulls walk off with their 18th straight on the stadium court. Scottie Pippen showing the way tonight with 43 points as the Bulls drop the hammer on the Hornets, 129 to 108. We'll recap after these messages.